It is time for building yourself an arcade machine. It's finally done. Welcome to the Wicked Gamer and Collector. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to do a DIY arcade machine. For the people who have really no clue what is a DIY, it's more like we can do it ourselves. We can build ourselves an arcade machine. And no soldering needed, it's just plug and play. Seems more like adult Lego, only we're having a lot of fun. This one comes from Kiwi Electronics and they sent me to review. Thank you and a shout out to the company for this, but it doesn't influence my personal opinion about the product. Alright, now we have this out of the way. Let's go! Let's see what's inside. Ooh, a lot of goodies. Alright, let's see, what do we have here? Oh, the packaging itself is pretty damn awesome. It's very good. This is the screen. We have a couple of boxes that contains a lot of parts like buttons, cables. Ooh. Looks very nice. We have the joystick from the brand, not Sanwa of course. Oh wait, we don't have Sanwa, but we have a Sunhei arcade rocker. Oh yeah, it's going to rock your world. Very curious if they have this American ball top. Alright, what do you have here? So this is going to be more like a flame edition. A lot of bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. And a beautiful sticker of Kiwi Electronics. And let's see what we have more. So to give you more an idea, this is the side plate. And another side plate. More parts. I'm guessing this is the back plate. Don't know where that is for. This is for the speakers. Another Kiwi Electronic. Little card. Okay, so that's it. This is what you go with. Have a little borrow memory. Alright, let's take a close look at what's inside these little boxes. I'm very curious, how is the quality of the stick? Oh, let's take a close look. Oh yeah. Feels very nice. For an Sunhei arcade rocker. Oh yeah, it's going to rock your world. Box number one. What can we find in here? Okay, here we have all the screws and the parts we're going to need to assemble the cabinet. The way how it's assembled is pretty unique. I've never seen it before. Okay, power supply. This is, I'm guessing, 9 volts. Okay, 9 volts. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I was thinking I'm getting a 5 volt. Most of the parts, the Pi itself runs on a 5 volt HDMI cable, very nice flat short cable. And what do we have here? I've noticed this thing has pretty huge speakers, buttons, cables, more cables, even a screwdriver, and all the PCB board are required for reconnecting the cables or the buttons to the Pi. And as you can see, there is no Pi. So like the Pi cable I've reviewed before, there is no Pi, but there is a power supply. Alright, so this is what you're going to get. Not really special, just the basic stuff we're going to get. So this arcade machine comes with two little boards. Okay, this is what they call the arcade game power board. This is what makes this 9 or 12 volt up to 5 volt. This is the 5 volt that we're going to need in this machine. And this is the arcade game head. And this is the same like the Pi-Cade. So if you didn't see this video, the Pi-Cade has a similar product. You put it in GPI port, you need to configure it, and this one going to give the input for the controls and the speaker, for example. Alright, so what I really like already are the speakers. What I already told you, they are freaking huge speakers. Comes in plastic casings, so I'm very curious how the audio will sound. I think audio is a pretty important thing, and I think this is going to blow your mind. Right before we're going to build, I just wanted to show what kind of buttons are we using. I'm guessing there's more like Chinese buttons. Very clickish. The short, more like slim versions of the buttons. Huh. Not bad at all. Right, what I wanted to show you, if you look at this, you need to pull the little protection. What is it? More like paper, whatever. You need to pull it up, clean it up, like the pie cakes. Oh yeah, I can tell you this is going to consume a lot of time. So let's do a little bit of an overview. We have finished building this Me machine, and yeah, let's do a little overview. What are we going to get? Alright, so I think this is more like a personal taste if you talk about how it looks. And overall, the marquee is one piece. So if you didn't see the building part, you're putting it in the position one piece with a couple of screws. There is no light up. You can put an LED strip behind it if you like. The effect will not be very good because it is not transparent, or not really transparent. It's very thick plastic. Alright, so let's talk about the layout itself. The joystick, very clickish and I'm very curious how this thing is going to play with fighting games. It's not a cheap Chinese wiggle stick, so that's a positive thing. We're having select, start or coin start, how you want to map it's all up to you. We're having here 6 buttons. I must say they have a lot of space between the buttons, so I don't know if you think this is going to be a problem. But playing it, I don't know. We're going to need to find out when playing, but they mess something up. I think when you're seeing this video thinking, hey, Wicked, did you swap the buttons? Yes, I did. I replaced all the buttons with 6 I have laying around because they messed it up with the clickies button. They had a mix of normal buttons and clickies button. That is something that I really hate. The Chinese also do this with Pandora boxes, or the very cheap Pandora boxes. I think that is really annoying that you're playing and having, for example, these are clickies and the last one is not. So I think it's really annoying. Okay, I really like that this thing has an on and off switch here at the side. And this is how it looks inside when it is fully assembled. We're having the Pi here. This is the Gamerhead Arcade, so this one gives you the sound for the speakers. You connect your joystick and your buttons. This is more like a power divider and a step down converter, if I'm saying this correctly, from 12 or 9 volts, setting it up to 5 volts for the Pi and the screen itself. Alright, let's take a close look at the specification of the screen. This is a 10-inch screen, LCD HDMI, but as you can see here, it's a very low resolution pixel screen, so not a full HD screen. At the top we are finding the 2 speakers. What I understand is there were 8 watts a piece, so that is pretty damn loud. I'm very curious how this is going to sound, because the speaker itself felt very heavy, and I think these little speakers can make a lot of noise within these plastic casings. Very curious about these. Alright, so the build is finished and I'm using this pre-installed package, and the reason why, because all the scripts are within the package, so you don't need to download the script. Okay, and I really like the menu or the layout they are giving us. Alright, so I'm very curious. How is the game playing? How is the joystick responding? And how is the sound? The sound is not bad at all. Alright people, so for the final conclusion regarding this arcade build. So in overall, building this thing is pretty cool. I really like the materials they are using for this arcade build. Okay, the screen, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, the screen itself. And the view angle is great. For the people who don't like this widescreen, you can always use with the Pi, the sidebar. So you're having the original aspect ratio. The buttons, I already told you, I replaced them all because they were mixing up button qualities. I really hate it. So I now have 6 simpler buttons. The joystick, it's pretty good. For not a Sanwa or what was the name? Sunho, never heard about it. Pretty damn weird name. But nevertheless, it's a great stick. give you this real arcade experience. Because I like it. Maybe in the future doing some comparisons, but this is what you're going to get. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell. And if you're into gaming, don't forget to check out the Wicked Gaming channel. See you next time. Bye bye.